All right, guys, so here we are, just about a week and a half from the Mr. Olympia contest, and we're here in Las Vegas, and today we're in the home of myself, and we're gonna actually head over to Otomix shoe apparel. They do shoes for a lot of these guys, these athletes, karate, bodybuilders. We just worked out a partnership deal together, and we're gonna show you a tour of the facility and let you guys see inside of probably the most worn athletic shoe in the sport of bodybuilding. So, holiday weekend, guys. We just had finally a weekend off. It was great to be home, refresh a little bit, get to spend time eating out, friends and family here, and now back to the business this week. We've got a busy week. I'm gonna head to California the end of the week, and then we got the Mr. Olympia coming up. So you guys stay tuned. We're gonna show you guys a little bit inside the life of Jay Cutler today, and thank you guys for following along.
Oh yeah, we're so glad to have you on our team.
Well, you've been involved for how long?
Mitchell and I started the company over 20 years ago.
Okay.
So I've
She
been a
doesn't
part
want
of
to
it
tell you
since
how
the
long
beginning.
ago because it dates us.
Yeah.
That's the challenge.
Well, I know you've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So I've seen you at
Yeah,
all
our
the
original
events.
warehouse is in LA, and we still have a warehouse over there.
Yeah.
So we receive a lot of merchandise over there as well. But it's been a fun ride, and hoping to continue. That's it. Yeah.
We hold 35,000 pairs. We'll get a truckload in the day after Olympia because we'll have a show and then we'll bring in another truckload from China. The day after Olympia, there'll be a truckload.
So how many pairs of shoes do you bring to the Olympia, actually?
This year we'll probably bring 2,500.
And how do you determine what style you bring?
We just
Mix and match?
We try to bring them all.
Okay.
But I'll go into the computer and look. What did I sell last year at Olympia?
Okay. Yeah.
What did I sell last year at the Arnold? And it kind of gives me an idea of, bodybuilders' feet are, a little bit larger than normal guys.
Yeah.
And you see what it says here? It says Otomix at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's because it's an expensive sole mold. This differentiates the authentic Otomix from any knockoffs that are out there. So this is the real deal.
Were there a lot of knockoffs?
There are plenty of knockoffs.
Really?
Yeah, there are. But this is the real deal, and we stand behind our shoe. So not everybody can get in the shoe business. Anybody can get in the clothing business.
Mm-hmm.
But for shoes, you have to do sole molds in every single size. So that's 20 sizes per. So that's a big investment. So we've committed to this investment. So always look for the Otomix at the bottom. And you'll see
If
that
it
it's the
doesn't
real
have
deal.
it- if it doesn't
If
have
it doesn't
it's a
have
fake.
it, it's a fake. And now we do it in two tones. And now we also do new boxes. So with every new shoe, there's a new box.
Okay.
So that's how you know what you're really working out on.
Don't forget the memory foam.
Memory foam's a new thing, yeah. And all our shoes have removable inner soles. And that's so some guys want to put their orthotics in there. So these come out
later, Nancy's got shoes. I'm like, we got the shoes. And it happens to be the shoe that you're wearing right there.
This is the original.
That's the original one.
This is the
That's
first
the
launch.
one. That's it.
What year was that?
1989. So what happened was, somehow they took off at the karate schools, taekwondo schools, and I don't know how the guys at Gold's Gym caught wind of it in Venice, but all of a sudden I'm getting all these calls from Gold's Gym Venice, and all the guys say, "Hey, we love your shoes, we love your shoes." So we started selling them guys at Gold's Gym Venice, and next thing you know, everybody in Venice is wearing the shoe, and the bodybuilders, they love the shoe. So about a year later, we decided to make a high top version specifically for the bodybuilders, and that's a story. I mean, it goes to show you, how many things have started at Gold's Gym in
So it's
Venice.
really for martial arts. Really was the whole.
Yeah.
Was the whole objective, but then you led into fitness and bodybuilding.
Yeah, we've been in bodybuilding, we've been through fitness, we do boxing. We're in an industry, as you well know, just like the supplement industry, it changes from week to week, from month to month, from year to year.
Yeah.
Like they're taking creatine one week and they're taking something else the next week.
In how many countries do you do distribution?
Oh, we probably have distribution now in about 100 countries, all over the world. Yeah, it's good. Actually, we do probably much.
How much percent you think is international?
We're probably about 60% overseas and 40% in the United States.
It's the same with
Yeah.
with my following.
Is it really?
I would say, yeah. We have a mail order business with we do clothing and accessories and supplements, all that stuff, and I would say a majority is international.
Yeah.
Good amount.
Well, it's the old story. Everybody wants American product. Really. It's always been that way. And
CutlerAthletics.com. It's good.
well, I walked into a karate school at let's say 12, and by the time I was 15, I was fighting on a national level. I was lucky enough that I had an instructor that said to me, see, at 13 I was about 5'10", so I had an instructor that said, "I don't ever want you to fight as a junior," which was good, because then he said, "It's not fair anyway, you're too big to fight with the juniors." So at 15 I started fighting as a black belt with the men, the big men, Chuck Norris, guys like that. Bruce Lee was around at the time. He was always at the events. So by the time I was 17, I had won the All-American Open Karate Grand Championships at Madison Square Garden, which at the time, that was the achievement in martial arts, Madison Square Garden. And I fought for the U.S. team in Japan at the Budokan, probably comparable to what Jay did. We traveled and fought about 25 different events a year. Did that for about 5 or 6 years. And there was no money at the time, but I mean, me and Matt were talking about it. I was getting $1,000 appearance fee in 1962, which is probably
It's a lot.
probably closer to about 30,000 today.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was for me, as a guy that's like 15, 16 years old, $1,000 to come home with $1,000. I mean, we were working for $5 an hour if you're back then.
Yeah.
So it all added up. So that's how it started. I mean, from then on, and I've always I've probably attended over 2,000 martial arts events in my lifetime. As a fighter, as a sponsor, as a vendor, we still do. So I've been out there doing this stuff for a long time. So that's it. And you could always find Bruce Lee on the sidelines when I fought. That was, that's a lot of fun, because like last year I was in Hong Kong, and I'm showing people pictures of me and Bruce Lee, and they're like, "What? You got to be kidding me!" So that was kind of neat. He was quite a character. And the best part about it was when you traveled around with him, he was one of the guys. He wasn't special. He didn't act special. He just wanted to be one of the guys hanging out on the weekends. It was cool. It was really cool. That's the story, and that's how we got from that to this, to Jay, to the whole bit. We all got a good story.
Yeah.
And now it's official.
There you go. Now we gotta just tell the world that we got a team going on here.
All right, so the deal's
Four-time
done.
Mr. Olympia. Deal's done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See him at our booth.
Two of them, or all three of them
Yeah,
actually.
look
They're
at
both partners.
Nancy. Look at Nancy get in here.
She's in
Nancy,
it.
get close.
Yeah, she did. She was in it.
Here.